India has been a large country since time immemorial. It is one of the oldest nations full of diversified people, culture, traditions, religion, and civilization. But the story of India's independence is not very old. It can be traced back from the 17th century. Before that, the Indian subcontinent was divided into various regions covered by kings and nawabs. Today, we shall talk about India's independence, so let's take a trip back to the 17th century when the Britishers landed into our nations with the purpose of establishing a joint stock company named as the East India Company. England at that time was at a peak of success with development in science and technology. So it was easy for them to establish a business venture over here with a thought to improve the social and economic condition of Indians. It was during the 1750s when the Britishers started interfering into the political issues of India. No sooner they took the rule in their hands, people around were uneducated, ignorant, and innocent. This may have been an easy task for English people to fool us. Soon, the complete nation was under the rule of Great Britain, and it was named the British Raj. They put endless efforts to destroy the culture, tradition, economic condition, and natural heritages of the country, which ignited the hearts of Indians. The old Indian aristocracy was being replaced by the British officials. The westernization and the missionaries were adopted, which could destroy the country's culture, tradition, and the religion beliefs. The struggle for freedom began from 1857, which was widespread, beginning from Bengal to Meerut to Delhi, Agra, Kanpur, and Lucknow. This was initiated by the Indian troops or sepoys, hence was called the Sepoy Mutiny or the First War of Independence. Can you imagine? 8 lakh people, including thousands of civilians, were killed during this time. As a result, the British government got a golden opportunity to take control of the Indian administration. The continuously increasing awareness, contact with the outside world, and the urge to free the land gave rise to an organized movement by the end of the 19th century. Though this was a heartbreaking defeat, but it definitely inspired the future generation to fight for their nation's freedom. Finally, in 1885, the Indian National Congress came into existence as a platform that would demand for self-rights and self-governance. Socio-religious groups like Brahma Samaj and Arya Samaj also played an important role in creating awareness among Indians. Swami Vivekananda, Rabindranath Tagore, V.O. Chidambaram Pillai, etc. were some of such social reformers. The Lal Bal Pal trio managed enough to instill nationalism and advocate Swaraj into the minds of thousands of Indians. The Lal Bal Pal team includes great leaders namely Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Bipin Chandra Pal. During the beginning of 1905, the huge Bengal was forced to partition by the British rulers. This was a divide and rule policy of those people to divide Hindus and Muslims into two groups and then create conflicts among them. This acting of British rule led to a large-scale protest against them that included boycotting the British products like newspapers, etc. This forced the government to reunite Bengal in 1911. During the First World War, the British government sought help from the Indians to fight for them. Around 1.3 million Indian soldiers participated to fight for Britain from different places. Gandhiji came back to India from South Africa where he had protested for the rights of Indians through the means of non-violence. Later in 1917, he established the Satyagraha Ashram and led many non-violent protests to fight for the rights of farmers and other peasants. Thousands of people, including men, women, and children, were killed all of a sudden in Jallianwala Bagh, where they had gathered to celebrate Baisakhi. This inhuman act of British rule gave rise to the start of the non-cooperation movement, the first big Satyagraha movement under Gandhiji's leadership. This movement gave a call to stop the use of British products, quit the jobs under British government. Many Indians refused to pay taxes as well. On the other side, many leaders who believed that a battle was essential to throw away the British rule were busy in their revolutionary acts. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is one such name who created Indian National Army or the Azad Hind Force to fight against the British Empire. Later, during the Second World War, Britain became quite weak due to its defeat. Early in 1940s, Gandhiji initiated the most aggressive movement called the Quit India Movement or the Bharat Chodo Andolan. This also resulted in the release of 1 lakh political prisoners. In 1946, the British Cabinet Mission proposed the independence cum partition, the independence of India by the British rule and the partition of India into 2 independent nations. On August 14, Pakistan was declared a free nation and so was India few minutes later at midnight. This was a historic movement for India as well as the whole world when India got independent after a foreign rule of 200 years. The joy and relief of the entire Indian subcontinent cannot be penned down in words. Wish you all a very happy Independence Day.